Hi, welcome to the new video. It's pin-ups this time with the naughty finger. So this is actually the first black stencil, but I'm using it to make my position markers to make this white. Everything that's sprayed outside of this actual pin-up is like an extra aura around it, so it doesn't matter. It's an opaque white, like always, and the paper is Chromolux, which is a highly glossy, thick paper. And actually, if you practice on this paper, it's like painting on motorcycle parts or some stuff like this, because the color stays on it and don't sink into the paper, because it's like glossy coated. So now I'm using opaque black on the stencil I used before in white. And now you have all the details of the pinup, and every stencil that follow, they fit in there. For example, the side of the arm or the boob or the hair. So even if the stencil gets dirty, you don't have to clean it every time, because if you position the first stencil right, everything else like follows to this first stencil. So yeah, this is the second gray. If you look for the outside of the arm of the boob, you can see how easily it is to position it in the right place. This was some freehand work in black. Just follow the darker stencil part and you can reduce the stencil-y looking part of the picture. So here you can actually choose your hair color, anything you like. I'm doing the black. And now I'm doing transparent red and transparent blue for the lips and the eyes. So now I'm using the same transparent blue to cover all the picture, also the pinup. So as you can see, the advantage of transparent colors is everything that's white takes a color, everything that black is staying the same as it is. And now we're adding the two white stencils to it. So this is actually the cover-up stencil from the old pinup, and I put like the highlight whites in it. So if you position it right from the cover-up, so you just follow the outside of the stencil, you get a perfect fit for everything that's inside the stencil. In this case, it's like the eyes or the highlights in the lips. And if you miss, like if you use other stencils that don't have this kind of technique, and you miss the highlight, for example, in the eye, it looks terrible if the eye is like outside of the original eye. So this is the second white, which is like a less opacity white. It's not the highlight white. Just to do some, just some highlight in the pinup, but not the pure white. So now it's for doing an easy moon. I just use a cap of a spray can, spray around it, and you have like the easy moon. So this was the pin-up video. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.